So hey, new title screen. So this should kind of give you a decent hint as to what the contents of this update will be. Because in the last video, we saved Henry from Dr. Let's Shake, and we met up with an old friend, Shinobu. Friend is a strong word, I think. It's weird. Anyway, hey, Shinobu's here! And she looks great.
Sorry for interrupting your time abroad, but will you fight for Travis?
Sure. I'm eager to kill, so hurry with the details.
Straight to the point. I like that. Can you handle 2 of our top 10?
Only 2? That's nothing. Why don't I just take them all?
You've grown confident.
Yeah, but not overconfident. Unlike you, I can see myself objectively.
Creepy little girl.
Are you sure you want to be insulting Shinobu? You know, the assassin?
And you're dead.
Yeah.
You cannot kill me, silly.
I think she can.
Worth the stain on my blade.
Remember when Shinobu was like one of the original assassins? You know, and Sylvia has no problem just popping off to her. So anyway, we get to play as Shinobu, which is great. So, Shinobu has a much different combat style from Travis. The most notable difference is she can jump, which is both good and bad. It's cool because hey, she has different options for combat. The bad comes in part of when you have a character who can jump, that means there's going to be platforming. And platforming is not really No More Heroes' strong point. It's pretty awkward, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, Shinobu, by the way, is voiced by one Kimberly Brooks. She's been doing a lot of voice. She's done quite a few notable roles. She did voice a few of the frogs in Metal Gear Solid 4, so yeah, she is a Metal Gear Solid voice actor. But not a veteran from earlier games. No, she was in 4, which came out after No More Heroes 1. She was also Mari in Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor. She was in another Suda51 joint as Rosalind Starling in Lollipop Chainsaw. Oh, she's the voice of Ashley from Mass Effect. And let's see. Oh, she is also the voice of Khalifa in Codename Steam. She also voices Angelica Rogner in The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel, which is a series I really like. And just to kind of give a bit of a heads up, guess what? You get to play as Shinobu and Travis Strikes Again, in the DLC pack at least. But that's enough of voice acting stuff. In case you're wondering, Shinobu still has to charge up her katana, oddly enough. But she doesn't, like, do the same motion that Travis does. No, instead she has, like, a little whetstone that she uses to, like, either polish the blood off and keep her sword nice and sharp. Yeah, so for Shinobu's means of transportation, I just feel like jumping is the more... I just keep jumping because I think at the moment I thought that was a lot faster than just straight up walking. And it kind of is. But then again, it devolves into this whole Ocarina of Time just side jumping all over the place. But it does look a little ridiculous. But actually the proper way to make her go faster, as you may have noticed, Shinobu has a charged range attack. Now, what you can actually do is you can charge up that attack, her Kikoken, and if you hold it while her sword is glowing, she'll actually like run a little bit faster while it's charging. So that's just a handy little tip. But then again, you only get to play as Shinobu for 2 bosses. I really like Shinobu as a character. She's great. I'm not really sure what prompted the change in behavior from No More Heroes 1 to 2. Because here's kind of like the history between her and Travis. No More Heroes 1. She apparently had some deal with the UAA and Sylvia that says, hey, I'll fight Travis, but let me go ahead and kill all my classmates. Then she fights Travis because she thinks Travis killed her dad, which we never get any insight on what happened to her father, Master Jacobs. Apparently, though, we know Travis like watched his lessons on VHS. But we never get any more insight as to who her dad's killer was. And for a series that is not shy about the theme of vengeance, you would have thought that we would have gotten some kind of insight on that. I don't know, maybe we'll get some... Maybe we'll learn about that in her DLC pack for Travis Strikes Again, which is out now, by the way. And I'm totally going to do a series on that as soon as I'm finished with No More Heroes 2. Anyway, like I was saying, yeah, it's just kind of weird that we never see what happens with her getting her vengeance for her father. But anyway, after that, you know, Travis slices her arm off, you know, just like in Star Wars. And then we don't see her till the end when Travis is fighting Jean. And he gets his... And she sticks her frickin' arm through his chest, and then Shinobu cuts it off. And at that point, Shinobu still seemed kind of pissed off at Travis. Like, she just said, "Do it!" Like, really angrily. I mean, I guess she's being desperate because, hey, dude, you got an arm in your chest. Fucking kill her. And now here, she just refers to him as Master. I guess she just kind of changed her tune after just sitting on it for a bit. She's like, yeah, that guy who cut my arm off and was better than me in a fight? Yeah, he's my master now. Sure, why not? I'll get Travis Senpai to notice me by going to Japan and winning the tournament there. And being the biggest badass ever. And yeah, I can kind of get, you know, respecting somebody who is stronger than you. But, Shinobu, you're better than this. Yeah, Shinobu doesn't really have wrestling moves, but she has ninja moves, which are awesome. I don't really show them off that much, because honestly, I haven't shown off too many of the wrestling moves in general. It just seems a lot more... Honestly, it just seems quicker to just, like, hack and slash. Even though wrestling is kind of, like, a big part of No More Heroes. I guess I just kind of forget about it, or there's way too many people that just pull off a wrestling move on effectively. So now it's time to jump through security lasers. This is kind of part of the whole weird platforming bit for No More Heroes 2. Oh, and I also remembered one other role that Kimberly Brooks has done. And it's just such a weird transition from this character to Shinobu. She played Buena Girl on frickin' Mucha Lucha. I mean, I can definitely hear it. It's just kind of weird, you know? Going from, admittedly, kind of a meh kids TV program to a highly bloody and, like, swear... And just like a, you know, a game that's not shy about swearing or bloodshed or a lot of other really weird stuff. Like guys jerking off beam katanas. I mean, voice actors gotta eat, you know? And honestly, this just seems a little unfair. 3 chainsaw guys at the same time. Well, now they're down to 2. So, not too bad, I guess. And honestly, the guys with the chainsaws are not even the worst part of this stage. No, like I mentioned earlier, Shinobu's platforming is the part that just kind of kills the flow. Mainly that's because, I mean, her jump is fine. That's not really the issue. The issue is the camera. I don't know, I don't think the camera was made to be dealing with jumping characters. It seems like it's more just designed to follow characters whose feet are planted firmly on the ground. Not really, you know, jumping up too high and doing stupid platforming stuff. Yeah, this is what I mean about the crappy platforming. It's not the best. It's not the best. But on the bright side, you get to see Shinobu's scarf like wiggle all over the place. That's pretty cool. Adding a scarf to a character always makes them look cooler. If it's done properly, that is. Shinobu's got a really cool ninja scarf. Oh, we're at the boss now. So yeah, Shinobu's save mechanic is, well, it's this. It's the shower. Oh, but the toilet paper is a lot nicer. It's all little polka dotty. It's all purple and polka dotty. And you get to see Shinobu's butt. Just can't help yourself. I mean, it's... She keeps saying moe. But the thing is, and it's shown off later, she doesn't even know what moe means. She just says it because Travis says it. Hey, Paul Eiding again. How are you doing?
Sorry, but I gotta make this quick.
My opponent's a young girl?
If you kill me, you can fight Travis. But that's a huge if.
You talk a lot of trash for a child.
Let's get to the fun.
Oh boy, it's a boss with a gun. It's Million Gunman, voiced by Paul Eiding, who's fighting in a bank. So yeah, Million Gunman is he's just a guy with a golden gun. Although the cool thing about that is, he's not shooting bullets at you. No, he's shooting up super, like, tightly rolled up dollar bills and change at you. That's what he's shooting you with. It's so dumb. See, he's just shooting money at you. And he loves to say fuck you. They just had Paul Eiding just come into the studio and just say fuck you all the time. Paul, we're gonna need you to say fuck you about 5 different times, okay, buddy? You got it. Say, like, one of his quotes is, fuck you, I shoot money. You gotta respect a guy who like, is upfront with what he does. You gotta respect that. To a degree, I understand Million Gunman's thing. I can respect what he likes. The man likes what he likes. He likes money. He likes gold. You know? He doesn't have any great, like, delusions or desires or whatever. He just likes money. That's all. Anyway, his boss fight's a little annoying. You gotta go around and, he goes through little elevators and you gotta follow him with the platforming. Right now, it's not too bad. It's not as hard as it was with the stage getting to him. Although it is a little tedious here and there, but it's fine. He's not really that difficult of a boss. He just takes a few pot shots and you can just hack and slash at him. He doesn't do anything terribly crazy. Now again, I haven't played any of these bosses on bitter mode, so, and to my understanding, on bitter mode, they are a lot more complicated, and they pull off a lot more annoying moves. Now to be fair, I haven't really played No More Heroes 2 on bitter mode. I would suggest go and watch Chip Cheeseman. I would recommend go and watch Chip Cheeseman's Let's Play, because he also, besides, you know, doing a showcase of a bunch of different funny-ass animes and that are just really, really bizarre, he also touches on all the bitter mode versions of the bosses. But yeah, that's Million Gunman. Nothing too complicated. Bye, Paul Eiding. Good seeing ya.
Any last words?
Just give me your name.
Well...
When the gatekeeper to hell asks who sent you, tell him it was Shinobu Jacobs.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy your trip.
She's a ninja. Yeah, Shinobu doesn't fuck around.
On to the next one.
She's great. So that was Million Gunman. Hooray. But Shinobu has to take on 2 bosses. So, who's the next one gonna be? Here's a spoiler, it's not fun. Yeah, she likes Travis, alright. Women just love that otaku smell. Yeah, she still has that fancy robot arm. She got ourselves a Luke Skywalker robot arm.
It's this bishop's grave.
Yeah. Were you friends?
Yes, we never met in person, but we knew each other well. We exchanged many letters, even though our countries and languages were different. We truly understood each other. I am very much indebted to him. He gave me courage. Oh, I'm just rambling. Don't mind me.
By any chance?
Do you know his best friend, Travis?
Of course.
Excellent. In that case, would you please give this to him? It is from Bishop.
This?
It is a lot of things, I suppose. Knowing it is your hands, I can have peace of mind. Now, let me light some incense before I go.
So for those of you who are unaware of who this gentleman is, this is Takashi Miike,
Do
famous Japanese film director, making a surprise cameo in No More Heroes 2 of all things. Oh, he actually directed the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Diamond is Unbreakable movie. So he's certainly no stranger to bizarre things. Pun intended. Whatever. But yeah, that was... Apparently Bishop and Takashi Miike were buddies. And they chatted. That's cool. And this stage is... It's not as platform heavy as the previous one, but it's a lot more... Well, I do have one slight complaint about No More Heroes 2. In my opinion, the stages kind of go on... Well, some of the stages, especially a later one, they kind of like feel empty. They feel empty and they feel like they go on for a hair too long sometimes. Just a pinch. Like this one's a bit on the long side. There's nothing really terribly interesting about it. I mean, it's a freaking parking lot with a few buildings here and there. And you're just hacking through, a barrage of... And you're just going through like a few of the same guys here and there. I feel like it could have been improved if it was just a slight bit shorter and we got to the boss a bit quicker. That's all. I'm kind of curious as to how Shinobu's going to play in Travis Strikes Again. Because if the season's pass, which I got whenever I ordered the game, if the season pass is to be believed, she has a few unique skills that are only for her. Oh, and the same goes for the other DLC character, Bad Girl, who is somehow going to be coming back for No More Heroes Travis Strikes Again, even though Travis pretty much killed her. Although that's kind of like the whole plot reason for Travis Strikes Again, is that her dad is pissed off that Travis killed her. That's for another time, though. I mean, either way, regardless of how she plays, I'm looking forward to playing as Shinobu again. Shinobu's great. I like her a lot. No More Heroes has a habit of making, really, really cool female characters. It's just kind of a shame that, with the exception of Shinobu and Sylvia, a lot of the female characters in No More Heroes, they don't last too long. They kind of just die immediately because Travis kills them. Although I'm pretty sure Kimmy's not coming back for, well, maybe for No More Heroes 3, but I don't think she's going to be getting any DLC for Travis Strikes Again. I think it's probably just going to be those two scenarios for Shinobu and Bad Girl, which I'm fine with. A lot of treasure. Although, to my knowledge, if it's been a little while since I've recorded this bit, I don't think there's actually any kind of, collectibles for Travis's room for Shinobu's part. I think for the most part, you're just collecting cash. Which, honestly, getting cash from the stages is fine. It's a nice little chunk, but it's not really going to afford much. You get more cash from doing the side jobs. And by that, I mean getting trashed. And also, if you look up what Shinobu and Bad Girl look like in Travis Strikes Again, Shinobu's got this whole, Kill Bill costume going on. Yeah, she's got the same kind of, lingerie look, but it's a lot more emphasis on yellow. And Bad Girl looks, again, like a gothic Lolita maid, but now she's got a little princess crown on. Whatever. They look cool. I think they look nice. So hey, guess who the most annoying enemies in the game are? Gunmen. They're garbage. Don't let there be more than one on screen. They're annoying. They'll do that. They're terrible. Get rid of them, please. Do yourself a favor and kill them as fast as you can. And you have to constantly hear them say the same freaking quote over and over again. It's awful. Oh. It's just not great. It is pretty moe, isn't it, Shinobu? Pizza, that is. Moe pizza. That sounds weird. Again, like... and again, she's only saying moe because Travis says moe. Travis says it because he's a huge fucking anime nerd. That's why he says it. But I don't think at any point during their But I don't think at any point during that fight between Shinobu or Travis did Travis ever say the word moe like once. Maybe that was on the. Maybe that like she got that from his anime shirt or something like that. Or yeah, I'm just thinking like there are so many ways she could have looked up to Travis. Like she already fought like a ninja before. But now she's saying moe and stuff. You'd think if she wanted to impress Travis, she would, like, learn more wrestling moves. Because that's what Travis did, like, before he, like, walked away. He just pulled a freaking wrestling move on her. So yeah, charging up your sword does make her move a little bit faster I always thought she moved a little bit faster whenever she was charging her sword. I might be wrong, but... I think she picks up a little bit more speed. Now see, this is what I'm talking about. It's just a very, very big, it's a very, very big, yet relatively empty stage. Because there's not, like, much in the way of interactables. Like, No More Heroes is, like, it has elements of exploration, like finding little hidden treasures here and there. But that's kind of like an afterthought for the game. Like, sure, you go and look for treasures in different corners, but the game is meant to be a hack and slash. And that's also kind of like the double-edged sword of hack and slashes. They're fun because you get to, like, cut through swaths of enemies over and over. You get to cut through, like, swaths of enemies using really cool combos and stuff like that. But you have to find a decent way to balance your pace and have a decent amount of variety. Otherwise, it's going to get a little stale. No More Heroes manages to do this, but stages like this are really just... Again, I feel like some stages are a bit long in the tooth. I still love No More Heroes 2. It's probably, in my opinion, so far the best in the series. However, keep in mind I have not played Travis Strikes Again. So... maybe that might be subject to change, but I have a feeling No More Heroes 2 is probably more solid game. But I'll find out, you know, whenever I start recording footage for that. But hopefully this will be changed in No More Heroes 3, or at least there'll be more variety to a stage. Because right now, a lot of the stages in No More Heroes, they just feel kind of empty. Just a pinch. And I mean, even if they were just a bit more interesting to look at. Like, this stage is just kind of nothing. The previous stage when we were fighting Matt Helms, that was interesting. It was like a whole haunted, like, Silent Hill kind of location. The university was interesting because The university was pretty interesting because it had a little, it had that little funny bit, like with the, with all the hitman, like, doing their exercising bit. That was fun. But, Oh well. Again, it's kind of like, again, the main reason why you come into a No More Heroes game is for the boss fight. But unfortunately, having said that, this next boss fight is going to be... Yeah, it's not great. This next boss fight is... it has a reputation. It is not a fun one. Not really. This boss fight is, honestly, it's kind of a low point. Interesting. This boss fight is kind of annoying. It's interesting, but it's annoying. Hey, look, there's two faces like that one of those hidden images, and muscle men. So what do we got? Who's our next boss?
What do we have here? A young lady?
Josh Keaton?
You know,
Oh
it's
my god, it's
dangerous.
Destroy Man!
Like this alone. You ought to be more careful.
And he's half cyborg!
Things can happen. I see it on the news all the time.
Holy shit, there's two of them!
Maybe that's why she came. It's what she wants. Two grown men to keep her. Horny slut.
My master's got his hands full, so I'm
Creepy Destroy Man is awful.
Not that it matters. The result's gonna be the same. I don't have time for this.
You're taking Travis's place? Wow. I gotta say, I'm feeling pretty disrespected.
Just shut up and fight.
Oh, listen to this whore. Acting like she's some kind of femme fatale. Shut up and fight, she says. She's really pissing me off. Seriously. And she's so rude. Reminds me of my complaining customers. Now, Travis, he knew how to fight like a gentleman.
No, kind of.
Sliced me in half, sure, but he did it with grace.
Yeah, and how did you handle that, Destroy Man?
Huh?
By cheating constantly.
Shake hands. Sportsmanship is paramount to a fair and clean fight.
He says this before a 2-on-1.
Dirty nympho.
Whatever. But which one?
Doesn't matter. Your choice. One that's throbbing.
That one's creepy. I don't like that one. And that's the one she's...
Destroy Spark. What the? What?
Was this
Oh, she didn't fall for the same trick Travis did.
Filthy skank! Yeah, that wasn't smart. I'll make sure Travis gets your head in the mail.
enough with your freak show? Now bring it.
We're gonna kill you.
Okay. So, Destroy Man, or as they're called, the new Destroy Men. You have to fight two of these assholes. One of them, the red one uses up-close physical combat, and is going to get all up in your face. Meanwhile, the blue one is going to take pot shots with Destroy Cannon, Destroy Beam, and a lot of long-ranged attacks. Overall, this is going to be an annoying fight. So, naturally, you're going to be focusing a lot of your attention on the red one right now. It's a little annoying when you're being attacked from both sides. However, if you can just manage to hold out and just like hack and slash and dodge, unlike what I'm doing, you should be able to get through this relatively easily. At least through the red one first. But when you're done with the first one, that's when things get annoying, as I will soon show off. Oh, yeah, they do this little team-up attack where they shoot a little black hole. I've never seen what happens if you get too close to that thing. I always try to dodge away from that because I assume it's like a one-hit kill, or it'll do a shit ton of damage. But the Destroy Spark is really messing me up. But the red one seems to go down relatively quickly. But again, he's not the one you should be worrying about. Because as soon as he's down, that's when the real issue is going to start. Alright, so now he's down. So now comes the second portion of the fight. The blue one is going to want to come down and revive the red one. Here's what you do. You don't let him do that. Otherwise, you're going to be dealing with these two assholes at the same time again. So what you need to do is, as soon as he comes down, you start wailing on him before he can get a chance to resurrect his buddy. So now, for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and speed this up. He's just going to do the same shit over and over again. Shoot a destroy cannon, destroy a beam, fly down, try to resurrect his buddy, and lather, rinse, repeat. Over and over and over again. And every time he comes down, just getting a few pot shots here and there. Slowly whittle down his HP. That's all you can really do. I mean, unless you want to try to platform up there and try to hit him, or use a Kikoken, which I would recommend neither of those. Yeah. This might be a longer process, but it's a safer game. Honestly, I would advocate playing the long and safe game as opposed to the short and riskier one. Sure, it takes a while, but boss fight will be over soon enough. Alright, so we've gotten him down to 1 pep of HP. And there he goes. Ugh. This boss fight was awful. So we've killed Destroy Man again. Yeah, make sure he stays dead this time. Aha! I have a robot arm too, asshole! And now comes the best. Okay, this is pretty good, though. That was a shitty boss fight, but it has a really good death scene. She just starts spinning.
That really blows. I can't believe I fell for that.
So there goes new Destroy Man. Done. Oh, he went down a whole rank, too. He used to be ranked 7th. But hey, it's like Shinobu's old rank, rank 8. That's appropriate.
What does Moe mean?
She doesn't even know what Moe means. It's okay, Shinobu. I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's just something nerds say, that's all. Who knows? Maybe in No More Heroes 3, Destroy Man will come back as a fucking army. Just like millions of little bits and pieces of Destroy Man have just like all formed a little robot army. It might happen.
And that's how I took them out.
Destroy Man came back? Huh, didn't see that coming. He was an annoying prick, though. I'm glad he's dead. Again.
I can kill more fighters
There's
for you.
Henry's just in the background.
Once.
Travis has his little girl anime on in the background.
Oh.
Pesky little cub. You can't kill me. Eat this.
Must be having a nightmare.
Hey, over here.
Huh? I can't. I feel like that pervy teacher in a porn.
I mean, that's oddly noble of you, Travis.
It's me. I am sending the next fight to your map. So, you can really count on her, yes? The rest should be easy now that she has done her part.
Yeah. Wait.
Oh, but you still spurn Shinobu. For the sake of someone crazy like Sylvia.
Nah, it's nothing. The next sucker's all mine.
And with that, Shinobu is out of the video game. She's gone now. That's it. That's the last you see of Shinobu. She just leaves the video game. So yeah, Henry's in our room now. Just freaking out on our bed. He's just doing that in the background. Look, bro, I know you're probably having like a weird carbonite coma dream thing or whatever, but I gotta work out my cat, okay? So try to keep it down. The world doesn't revolve around you, okay, Henry? We're getting closer to getting Jean down to the ideal weight. It's just gonna take a bit more exercise and to get this cat down to the proper weight. It's gonna take a bit more exercise. But she'll get there soon enough. Eventually. My god, Travis, it was a miracle that Shinobu was actually, like it's kind of weird that she was trying to make out with Travis on his couch with the anime boob pillow. Like, I'm not saying it's impossible, but that, and he's wearing his anime little girl shirt, and he has all this merchandise and memorabilia all over his room. Just saying, Shinobu, you have options. I'm just curious why you would go for Travis touchdown. The man is not in his right mind. And I'm not saying that just because of his anime preferences. Look, I've watched Lucky Star and Kill la Kill and a few other animes like that. So I'm not shy to animes like that. You know, I get it. I've watched an episode or two of Sailor Moon. You know, I understand it. I kind of get the gist. But, yeah.
Nice. Meow meow. Nice. Meow meow. Nice. Jean. Yeah. Meow meow. Yeah. Jean. Oh. All right. All done.
Hey look, there's Thunder Ryu's picture. Aw, that's sweet. Anyway, what was Bishop's gift? Oh, new beam katana. Rose Nasty. We're gonna see those. We're gonna see that soon enough. So yeah, now we have my favorite beam katana in this game, the Rose Nasty. And it's really cool. And spoilers, it's the beam katana that you see on the box art. Let's go train with Ryan. We just rejected Shinobu. We gotta work out all the stress. Training's getting harder. You won't beat me, Ryan. So again, stamina training, not so hard. He tries to mix it up on you a little bit, but it's just button mashing. It's fine. Alright, one more round of stamina training, then we'll have the maximum amount of health. So let's work on muscle training this time. Again, the one version of muscle training that I've had the most difficulty with is the absolute last one. That's the one that took me multiple tries to get. Everything else? It felt relatively easy. A few little missed hits here and there, but overall, not too bad. Mainly because I think Ryan's a bit more lenient with how many hits you can take. Alright, more attack power. Time to see what Airport 51 has, because we don't even need to go to Naomi's lab anymore. Yeah, that's it. She literally had 2 beam katanas, and that was it. So, essentially, Dr. Naomi and Shinobu have both left the video game, essentially. Alright, Mask, what do you got for me this time? Red Rocket. Ooh, that's a cool shirt. Oh, we got ourselves a Glastonbury shirt. That's pretty cool. The shirts aren't bad. They're pretty decent. They're alright. Eventually I'll get a t-shirt, but none of these yet. Let's see what kind of jacket we got this time. We got the homie jacket. That's alright. And the nerd jacket with frickin' elbow pads. Homie pants are okay. They're fine. The nerd pants are... Ugh, that fanny pack is not doing Travis anyone. That... Oh, really? Nerd is just pink. The nerd belt is just a backpack belt. Yeah, no thank you. No thank you. Eventually we'll change outfits, but not right now. Not right now. I think that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and go get some vengeance. And try out our new beam katana. Going to the crab shack for murder. So the Rose Nasty is actually dual-wielding beam katanas. And they're great. Just used 2 beam katanas. Awesome. Oh, man. And from this point on, this is the only beam katana that I use. Because the Rose Nasty are really good. They do a lot of damage. Their combos look really cool, and yeah, they're pretty they're pretty damn fast too. I do like the peony's damage, but the Rose Nasty are pretty freaking cool, and it honestly seems appropriate for Travis to be using these to get his vengeance as opposed to any other beam katana. Because they're a gift from Bishop. This is the beam katana from his best friend. Time to go get some more vengeance. Who's next on the list? Hey, it's that guy. Alright, it's a guy with a machete.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Oh, yep, gunman again. So yeah, the Rose Nasty are pretty freaking cool. And actually, if you swing the Wiimote, in a lot of situations, the Rose Nasty will just straight up just like insta-kill most gunmen. At least on mild difficulty. So what are we getting for our apartment? So what are we getting for our room this time? Gooseberry goods. Yep. Gunmen are the worst. Oh god, oh man, I hate them so much. Get rid of them first. Get rid of them as fast as you can. Get rid of them now. There we go. He just brought a machete. That's his weapon of choice. A big old butcher knife. Well, that's the end for him, I guess. Not that many revenge missions left. Alright. So yeah, the Rose Nasty. Pretty cool beam katana. Pretty cool. I like them. I like them a lot. They're a good choice. Although, Travis doesn't use them in Travis Strikes Again. He goes right back to using the Bloodberry. Which, I mean, I guess is his iconic beam katana. It's like his first one, but still. Why don't you use the Rose Nasty in Travis Strikes Again? You got that from your best friend from beyond the grave. Who got it from a Japanese movie director? Whatever, read some frickin' wrestling magazines. Ugh. Tiger Driver! That is the coolest move ever! Oh, it just sounds awesome. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this update. The next update, time for some more ranking fights and more vengeance. Alright, until then, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next update. Until then, see ya.